Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need? Read for this. Your new moon in Aquarius to full moon in Leo, January into February 2023. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're just my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Got a pretty good track record there. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free, and there's another link in that description box to my Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. I love Patreon so very, very much. A members-only subscription platform that allows me to set different levels of subscription, different benefits, different fun and prizes, depending on where people want to jump in. All of my subscribers, however, get me every single morning in what's called a daily check-in with an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me, doing it from the couch, not the dining room, right? A cup of coffee in my hand, bathrobe, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, ending with a little prayer, a little blessing to send us on our way. That's my favorite way to start the day, and this morning I told them that again because I love it so much. All of my subscribers also get the part 2s to all the part 1s on YouTube, the extended readings they get. And really, we got 8 different levels of subscription. Quite a lovely menu from Seeker for $3 a month USD to God's Goddesses. At the other end of the spectrum, I'm going to be teaching there a lot the Witch Archetype series that I started 5 years ago but never got to complete. So there's a lot going on over there. If you find yourself intuitive, curious, or just plain old interested, click the link and check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But just call me Mel. Hi. Let's get to business. Been a busy day here at Drawing the Circle Productions home office. We had people taking down trees outside my condo. It's a little hard to focus with a wood chipper going on in the background, so these are coming out a little late. I made a reel, a reel short, whatever you want to call it here on YouTube if you'd like to get a glimpse into that. And we have feline intervention. Come on up, Milky. No. Taurus cat. What are you going to do? So let's get down to business. Enough chit-chat. If you are new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. In this case, like I said, you're new in Aquarius to the full in Leo, January into February. But before we look at that astrology, because we will, these 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you refine, fine-tune, clarify your heart's desire, your element of fire, to help bring it into manifestation over a 2-week period. Plant a seed, watch it grow, new to full. Let's look at that beautiful, beautiful new moon in Aquarius. Gotta be good for the aquariums, one would think. Saturday, January 21st. Kitty cat, I feel you. Sorry, I'm getting head bonked under the table by my youngest cat. Saturday, January 21st, 3:53 p.m. tomorrow at the time of this recording. Tried to get these out earlier, but it just wasn't happening. Mercury just went retrograde like a couple of days ago, so we're rolling with it. And certainly a wonderful day. New moon in Aquarius on a Saturday, magically, intentionally, law of attraction. For humanitarianism and egalitarianism and fairness and putting your creativity out into the world as a seed and interacting with the world. It's lovely. But then we got the 2 weeks of building that, waxing it, growing it, expanding it, manifesting it to the full moon in Leo, your opposite sign. Sunday, February 5th, 1:29 p.m. all times Eastern. I'm in New York, if you can't tell. And I gotta say, a full moon in Leo, ruled by the sun on a Sunday. You could start off with that Aquarius new moon, something very, very, heal the world, bless the world, save the whales, feed the children, the whole 9, right? And then end up with something very personal and creative at the full moon, because when the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek. But this is giving you 2 weeks to build up to it. Cool? So it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, and particularly cross watchers. This will help you understand perhaps the heart's desires of the Aquarian you are cross watching for. But if you apply as indicated, what comes down the pike with these 5 cards. You will also be waxing, manifesting a heart's desire in some way, shape, or form, and you'll be helping the entire Aquarian Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign and Crosswatcher Collective do that as well, because there's only one of us here. One of us heals, all of us heals. Enough explanation. Let's get to divination, and that shift happens in the still point. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the best that I can to help you manifest your heart's desires, which is making this world a better place. And believe me, I tried to get rid of my heart's desires. They're part of the contract. You just can't. Sorry. Kinda sorry. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, let's see if we can go from salty to sweet. Here we go. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Aquarian Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. Beloved ancestors, what is the perfect spell fragment, right? A little clue, a little tip, a little hint for their element of fire. What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desired, or perhaps what is required to manifest their heart's desire. This, they're new to Leo full January, February. Safe travel. Okay, that might not always be literal. Keep me safe, let me roam far away, but bring me home. Okay, now that could also be astral travel. That could be intellectual travel. It could be internet travel, so you want to be safe, you know. So keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. That could even be day to day, but that far away, bring me home. Interesting. All right. So I could see that as somebody's heart's desire, or maybe your heart's desire requires travel and you want to do it safely. I get a feeling for some of you, though, maybe not all of you, that that's not so very literal, like, you know, oh, we're going for a ride, gonna sit behind the wheel. Yeah, I was raised on Sesame Street, folks. So let's ground that with the Crystal Oracle for the element of earth. If you have the stone indicated and want to use it as an amulet, for safety, amulet away, that is protection, talisman toward, you know, a memory stone, a little something to help you remember you got a piece of magic or an intentional thing a little bit every day. Use the stone if you have it, but clear quartz does everything. You can always grab a piece of jewelry, a little something, string around your finger just to remind you. A little magical carrier. Let's ground this puppy. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, that feels good. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North Powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. What is the element of Earth? The fuel to feed the fire and help them manifest their heart's desire of, or that which doth require, safe travel, this beautiful nudiful. Malachite! Yay! It's got my initials in it. I love malachite quite a bit, not just because of the first 3 letters, and I pretty much opened right to it. Ooh, you get an affirmation. Ready? Your key words: healing, change, insight, loyalty, and patience. That's a lot. The predominant quality of this malachite crystal is support and healing. This is a time of positive change. You will soon let go of a past regret and guilt, and this will pave the way to a positive and inspiring future. Now, I could see how that might, you know, involve travel, literally as well as symbolically. Location. You travel far enough away from a mistake, you look back and go, oh, that couldn't happen any other way. All right, just saying. Guilt and regret stem from a misconceived belief that you could have acted differently in the past. Hello, I just said that. And if you had done so, things would have turned out better, either for you or others. Yet the universal law is such that it is impossible for you or others to ever lose anything without gaining an equal amount in return. That's really the law of karma. law of action. You know, karma is Sanskrit for the word action. I don't know where it became such a punishment reward system. It's very childish. Life is always held in perfect equilibrium. You are currently failing to see the positive effects of your past actions, choices, and decisions. Look carefully and you will realize that many positives exist and that life is forever changing and unfolding and according to the higher will of your soul. So not the ego or the personality, the soul, right? And it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be right for the ego sooner or later. Right? The soul knows it's all perfect, but the personality has to choose between those two voices moment by moment. Right? Either it's everything's perfect or nothing is. Choose. Particularly if you're holding on to the symbolic lead of guilt, right? Yours or somebody else's. That's no fun. There are no mistakes, for ultimately all serves a purpose, not a reason. And Aquarians, I know you're air signs, you want human reasons for things, but the gods don't play that game. That's why they're gods. All is designed to help us expand our awareness and order so that we can embrace greater spheres of wisdom and love. Bless the past and let it go. Doo-dah, easier sung than done. Know that everything you have ever said or done or think you have failed to say or do has served a positive purpose for you and others. And that's why we can't see the whole picture, the quantum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly of it all. What? Everything, everywhere, all the time. I'll get to it. I haven't watched it yet, but I will. Everyone's like, it's so up your alley. I'm like, great, I'll get there. But certainly that can take some weight off your shoulders. But here's the thing, I think Aquarians have a better shot at seeing that because you're fixed air, like the stratosphere. You guys can get up into that higher place where, you know, the egalitarian, the humanitarian, we are the world, we are the children, at least intellectually, that third eye crown chakra vibe. So you also get an affirmation with this one. There is no right or wrong choice. Every choice I make is perfect at that time, for it leads to an outcome which is necessary for me to grow in love and wisdom. And that's the soul's journey, not the ego getting its way. Sorry, I didn't write the script that way. I just got cast for the part of the purple gay-haired witch, the gay purple-haired witch of Long Island. Oh my goodness. So safe travel with Malachite. I am into it. Oh, I do want to bookmark that page because it was healing and support and a lot going on. Healing, change, insight, loyalty. Loyalty wasn't really mentioned here, but I bet it's to be loyal to yourself and patience because you may not see it until later. Hence the travel. That's why I feel like this is not necessarily for everybody literal. Getting in a car, plane. Getting John Candy movie flashbacks. Okay. Let's get to your element, the element of air, the healing with the angels oracle. Because you can ask for help, right, from the angels, but they don't come unless you call. That's how it works. They're very polite that way, the celestials. But also something to think about. These are healing legions of angels, and to contemplate all of that. Fire needs air. Air does not need fire. So let's see who's here to help. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh, the purity of the celestials. As I call upon the angels and archangels of air, the sign of Aquarius, powers of the east, please, beloved ones. The Raphaelites of the east, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is their element of air? The thought, right? The air to stoke that fire and manifest their heart's desire of safe travel with that Malachite vibe in Earth this beautiful January, February. Archangel Michael, this is his third time showing up in this series. Aries got it. And interestingly enough, if I remember this correctly, where are you? Leo got it, your opposite sign. So, considering that's the full moon, Oh, darling, there's so much you can learn about Archangel Michael just from a Google search. He's got the best press agent. I guess his press agent is immortal because he's been doing it for a very long time. You all know about Archangel Michael, right? Saint Michael the Archangel, if you were raised that way, I was, right? The patron saint, angel, what have you, of rescuers and firemen and policemen, protectors and defenders. But most known for that sword of his, right? That sword of truth that cuts through lies and illusions. Now, it's definitely an element of fire. He is the element, the archangel of the south traditionally, depending on what magical system you're working. But therefore, he is the archangel of truth and the choice to see truth over illusion. So, what they're saying with this Malachite card is that you can see this differently, but you might need to get away to see that, right? Keep me safe, let me roam, far away, but bring me home. Yes, that can be mentally, but it can also be a journey, like a hero's journey, in which you can call upon Archangel Michael and his legions. Archangels are like bodies, and angels are like cells within that body. So it's like an ark, like Noah, of angels, right? So, you know, and each angel is a higher self. So this is why everybody belongs to an archangel. I belong to Archangel Ariel, the Archangel of Lyons. It's literally in my name. And I'm Mars conjunct Leo rising. It's a long story. So, you know, take that in, that Archangel Michael is showing up here to certainly keep you safe while you do this. But if you ask, right, how would Archangel Michael help with this? Contemplate it in that you go closer to him and he comes closer to you vibrationally, right? Because they don't intervene unless you ask, right? The free will, throat chakra, interesting. So, yeah, like I can see the Aquarian with that, you know, sword of Michael and a piece of Malachite moving forward. So let's find out the element of water here, the Whispers of Love Oracle, the emotions, but also love, right? It's the Whispers of Love Oracle, Angela Hartfield. Gorgeous book, right? Did I get the right one? Some of the Blue Angel publishers kind of have similar names, the authors. So the voices of the higher selves of all involved. You want to put a little love into this. Love is divine power, and Archangel Michael will respond to anyone, but if you got an open heart and a willing mind, then you can get a lot more done. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra, and above, what is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight needed for the Aquarian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. The element of water to juice up this spell with the energy and motion that we experience as emotion in physical bodies. The love that is divine power to help them manifest their heart's desire of safe travel with Malachite and Archangel Michael. This beautiful, nudiful. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Well, who would do that better than Archangel Michael, right? Seeing things clearly. Now, remember these key words: healing, change, so that can be a change in the way you look at things with insight, the third key word. Loyalty to your spirituality, your journey, your spiritual awakening, whatever loyalty that is, and with patience to see this through. It actually makes quite a bit of sense. So the only thing that is real is love. Now, we have that in music, we have that in poetry, we have that in, you know, books, romantic, all of it, right? Only love matters. Only one love, one heart. And yeah, Bob Marley forever grew up on that stuff, right? Seriously. And I really feel that in my heart. But it's more the experience than just the thought, right? So if the only thing that's real is love, then why carry guilt or grief about anything? We're all doing the best that we can. And by the way, spoiler alert, nobody stays in the same body forever. That's not immortality. That's Nosferatu. Right? That's vampirism. I don't want to be in the same body forever. What if you get immortal life without eternal youth? That's not really the gig I'm up for. So It's all a learning curve. This is being kind and patient with yourself. That's why, again, this is getting more and more and more location, 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 because it's easier to see that the only thing that's real is love, either when we're challenged by a loss, right? Global, personal, family, you know, there's all sorts of ways. Somebody crosses, all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that's in this reading, but I'm saying it's usually something like that, drastic, that makes us see things differently. This feels a little bit more gentle than that. With Archangel Michael to protect you through it, you can do this in a safe way. But it's also much easier to forgive other people when you forgive yourself and just say, hey, it's a freaking learning curve. I didn't know then what I know now. Yes, if I could have, I would have done differently. But that's what forgiveness is. It's saying I'm an immortal being playing in essentially a very realistic video game, right? So, you know, play to win, but enjoy yourself as you go and really be patient and loyal to the truth of who you are. I like this read for you. A little complex, but, you know, I've never met a simple Aquarian ever in any lifetime. So, let's get the last card down, the card of Spirit from the Metcon Healing Mantra deck. I think Aquarians have a better, at least astrological advantage to mantra work because Aquarius is fixed air. And what does a mantra do? It gives you a focus, so you can focus the mind. And the Sanskrit word mantra means mind tool as well as to cover and to protect. So with Archangel Michael, maybe this one might put this all together for you, make it a little more specific for a general read. I'll ask for that. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Yeah, I'm going to call upon the Ascended Masters of Healing, because regardless of what this situation is about, work, career, vocation, love life, relationships with family, physical health and healing, this is what it feels like there's a real mental, emotional thing here. And Malachite for me is very much an emotional heartstone. So please believe it, thank you, beloved Ascended Masters of Healing. Please, there you go. One card in clarity for the Aquarian Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the perfect healing mantra to help them charge this, the E that equals MC squared, the Spirit, to bring it all together so they can manifest their heart's desire of or requiring the safe travel in their element of fire, Malachite and earth, Archangel and air. The only thing that's real is love. They shift their focus from the problem back to love. Help them do that. Make it specific for this general read for the Aquarians and the cross watchers this beautiful, their beautiful, beautiful February 2023. Dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Who pissed you off, Aqualungs? You don't have to like other people's behavior in order to love your journey. Safe travels. This can totally be seen on a higher archetypal level as talking about your entire journey here on this planet. Look, in order to be emotionally free, it's okay to dislike. That's from Matt Kahn's book, The Universe Always Has a Plan. It's one of the 10 golden rules of letting go. So, yeah, emotional freedom. A lot of times what we think of as judgment is an intuitive hit that's got some toxicity around it, right? Where if you can move through that thin veneer of lead, there's this golden nugget of wisdom and truth underneath it, right? The egos take on it and the souls take. That's why I talk so much about spiritual alchemy and lead and gold, right? So to just allow yourself to go, no, all the mental stuff aside, right? Archangel Michael, help me cut through all of that. And what is it that I'm really feeling here, particularly if the judgment is of yourself, right? Of this guilt, of this shame, this blame you're carrying, and it couldn't have happened any other way. So I don't even have to like the actions that I had in my past in order to love my journey. Because it's not a very good movie if the hero is never challenged and makes mistakes. Who wants that? That's boring. Well, maybe not for the one who's taken the journey. I don't know. Who nails it all the time? That's annoying, right? And that's how we grow. We grow through mistakes. And it's all written into the quantum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly script of it all. I don't know. Go ask Stephen Hawking in spirit. All right. Let me read you from the bookie book, Dissolving Judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. When judgments are dissolved, you don't have to enjoy the actions of others in order to glean benefit from them. Oh, teach me what not to do. Thank you very much. By your example, when you know that every moment has been created to help each soul shine the brightest, it becomes easier to not take things personally. Don Miguel Ruiz. 4 agreements. Instead, you are able to appreciate the position life has put you in as evidence of your evolving mastery in form. And there is no mastery without the journey. That's why I don't think this is so very literal for everybody watching this video, receiving this reading. This mantra is ideal for learning to speak your truth. Tricky. Cultivating empathy. Need more of that on planet Earth. And trusting the universe. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. I like it. So let's put it together in a blessamation, combination of a blessing and a summation, in case you wanted to know what that meant. And then we'll chat a little bit at the end if you want to hang on. But I tell you, this is my favorite part of the reading, so please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And here we go. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, by dissolving judgments, because they don't have to like the actions of others in order to love their journey. Hence, in their element of water, that the only thing that is real is love, so they can shift their focus, help them shift their focus from the problem back to love with the help of Archangel Michael to help them see through a glass lightly instead of darkly, right? Cutting away the past, the threads, the memories, and maybe the psychic attachments that are just not serving anymore. With that, healing, change, insight, loyalty, and patience that Malachite can give them so that they can manifest their heart's desire of travel, or that requires this travel symbolically, metaphorically, literally, around the corner, around the world, and back again. Keep them safe. And let them roam far away, then bring them home for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. And so it is. I recommend The Color of Magic and the Light Fantastic by Terry Pratchett. It's fiction, but it's in there. Did you like it? Hit the thumbs up. Takes 2 seconds to do, just hit the thumbs up. It's the only way to help other people find it, apparently, unless you do the other YouTubey things like subscribe and comment and hit the notification bell, because my schedule was nuts today with that wood chipper outside my house. Yeah, let's try and meditate. There's this tune of a chainsaw. I'm not quite there yet in my mastery. And if you want to book me for a private read, there's a link in the description box, booking a reading with Mal, video I made 1.5 years ago or so. Explains everything you ever needed or wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal. Perhaps we're afraid to ask. How dare you? And if you want the deeper dive, as I said, come Patreon or Patreon. I love it so much. And really, go look, right? There's lots of choices. It's a lovely menu. And I'm so glad I'm bringing back the witch archetype. That was such an inspiration. And most important thing I can say to anyone, this is your reading, Aquarians and Cross-Watchers, is I love you. We're all in this together. You heal you, you're helping everybody heal. Cross-Watchers, same deal. But other than that, wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed of your new moon in Aquarius, this full moon in Leo. Heal, hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.